Guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you my supplies for my 2016 December Daily album, and I am mostly going to be using the Crate Paper Snow and Cocoa collection, and then also Ali Edwards kit from 2015, and then a couple of things for my stash that I've had for a little bit of time. So that's basically what I'm going to be using this year. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more of a simple layout, and I'm going to be doing a 6x8 format, which is consistent with the format that I've been using throughout the several years that I've been doing the December Daily. So I just want to show you quickly kind of what I'm going to be using. The only thing that I have not gotten in is some sequins, and I also ordered the 6x6 paper pad of the Snow and Cocoa. And then that is basically what I'm going to be using, and should be coming in the next couple of days. So here are just a couple 12x12 sheets that I received or picked up from Snow and Cocoa from Crate Paper. And it is the little Christmas trees or the little trees, and then the birds. I just thought they were adorable, so I grabbed the full sheets of this paper. And then I really like this plaid as well. So I'm going to be using those two sheets. And then also I went to Michael's and grabbed a bunch of transparencies. Let me see if I can get a better photo of that. So a bunch of transparencies. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. So this one I think was on clearance, and it was around about $1, $1.50, something like that on clearance. And then the rest of them are $1.99, I believe. But I used a coupon, so I got them for a little bit deeper discount. So I really like the numbers. You know, December Daily is about counting down and things like that. So I thought this was really cool. So I got this one. I also got some polka dot ones. I think I got 2 sheets of the polka dots. So it looks like that. And I think that's really, really pretty. And on the back, it is almost like a rose gold color. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that in the camera. But yeah, so that is really pretty. I also picked up these. They're like a cut apart sheet. So it has adventure, camera, heart, love so big, party animal, which I might not be using. I'm so lucky. The numbers again, the ampersand, happy, 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 and then just a grid that has the days of the week on it. And that's kind of hard to see, I know, probably in the camera. And then last but not least, on the transparencies, I also picked this up, which just has font on it. It says, let's see, like the little things, grow where you're planted, collect moments, not things, and that's basically kind of what it says. Kind of just happy, motivational type of phrases and such. So that is the transparencies. Here are some little doodads and things that were from Ali Edwards kit, and then just some things that I had in my stash. So these Christmas trees came in Ali Edwards kit. So did these little circle embellishments. This is all from the 2015 kit. The kit came with sequins, which are like a matte gold, silver, and a red, which is really pretty. I really like how those look. These also came in the kit. Oops, I got one of the sequins on me. The little flare badges. These wood veneer snowflakes all came in the kit. These ones that kind of have this pattern to them. And then I also had a couple things from my stash, the snowflake, a star, and a stocking from last year that I just put in here. And then I got these reindeer from the Target Dollar Spot. So they're the dark colored ones and then the natural colored ones. So I thought those were cute. I have a whole bag. I know I won't be using that many reindeer, but still, it was really inexpensive for the whole bag of wood veneer, so I got those. I also made my own embellishments as well. This actually is one of these chipboard shapes here that came in the Ali Edwards 2015 kit, and I just embossed it with some Recollections brand embossing powder, and it is the tinsel embossing powder. So you can see, I really, really like this embossing powder. I had bought the Zing embossing powder last year that was in a red sparkle or red glitter, and it did not stick. I did a lot of stamping on vellum and such, and it did not stick at all. It would just pop right off the vellum, and even on the paper it just didn't stick very well. So I recommend the Recollections over the Zing glitter embossing powder. So if you guys haven't picked up embossing powder and you're going to use it, that's what I would recommend. So here is what the O turned out looking like. So you can see I used that tinsel embossing powder, and I did a couple layers on the front, and I only did 1 layer on the back. And because it has a shiny coating on the one side, and then it's just got the cardboard, it just laid on the chipboard a little bit differently. And I like the backside just a little bit better because it's more of a sparkle, and then this is a little bit less sparkly and a little bit more of kind of a matte silver, but I like both things as much. I just think that this one's just a little bit prettier. It's more sparkly. So moving on, I also have all of these, like I said, these homemade embellishments that I stamped. Most of them are Ali Edwards stamps. A couple of them are from Hampton Arts and then Hero Studios, I think. So I just did some stamping on vellum, squares. I did stamping and then cutting them out. I did a bunch of banners. So I did one that says Happy Holidays here. Let's see. And then I also did some white ones, gold, and then that same tinselly silver ones. I also have several stars that I'm going to be using, and I just did those in the gold and the silver, and just hand cut them out. Several snowflakes that I either hand cut out or I punched with a circle punch. So you can see that I just punched them out, and then I put them in this little tin so I can just pick them out and use them. I found that when I did it as I went, I wasn't doing it as much. So I found that this is a much easier way of creating them ahead of time, and then I have them to use. I only made 2 of these trees. Let's see here. These are from Hampton Arts, I believe, and they're with the tinsel dye or tinsel embossing powder. So I like how those turned out. And then I also took some more Ali Edwards stamps in the circle flare, and I stamped those too with either the gold, the silver, or gold or silver. And they say things like December and jingle, and then there's a Christmas tree, seasons. Some of the silver ones are a little harder to see, so I'm probably going to end up using more of the gold words, but I think they turned out pretty cute as well. So next, this is my little tray of goodies that I'm going to be using. Here is a whole set of those chipboard numbers and letters, which are cool. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use, but I think they're pretty neat. I can use some of the numbers for the days and things like that. Here are the snowflakes that came in the Ali Edwards kit, which are really pretty. They're real thick plastic. Here are some frames that I had left over from last year from the Claus & Company collection. I thought I'd throw these in here. I was having a hard time using this red frames, these more solid red, because the red just didn't seem to go with what I was doing, but it kind of matches some of the other things in the Ali Edwards kit. The Snow and Cocoa collection is kind of a non-traditional colors, so there are a lot of these pinks and blues and things like that. So I'm not exactly sure if I'll end up using these frames or not because they are red. Like I said, I do have some of the red elements from the Ali Edwards kit, but I don't know, I may modify them. I have a feeling I'll probably modify most of these, although I like the red. It's just not, I don't know, there's something about it. It's just not as red as I like it. I like this color red a little bit better. It's a little darker. This is a little bit, to me it's kind of orangey looking. But here are some of the die cuts. I just kind of separated them out from the Snow and Cocoa line. All of these are die cuts from the Snow and Cocoa line that I'm going to be using, and I just separated them out into like the smaller, bigger, and then these are all tags. These are Ali Edwards tags from the kit, from the 2015 kit. I really like how these are, and these can be used for days or just added embellishments. If you don't want to use the numbers, you can either flip them over or you can just cover up the number, which I think is pretty neat. Here is some acetate pieces from the Snow and Cocoa line. Again, just separating them out so it's easier for me to pick and choose what I want to use. And then these came in the Ali Edwards kit. These are just some like rubber banners, which are really cute. They have different phrases and things. This washi tape also came in the Ali Edwards kit. It's just a gold stripe with kind of a, I think it's craft. Let me see. It might just be clear. Let me look. No, it's clear. So it's kind of like a gold stripe, and it's kind of a clear white background. So I'll probably be using this, and I may pull other washi from my stash. I have some other Christmas washi that has like red stars and some silver that I like. I haven't decided yet. Here are just some of the embossing powders that I'm going to be using. I have the white, the silver tinsel like I was showing you earlier, and then the detail gold powder. And that's those goodies. And last but not least, I have this container here that has the remainder, of the stuff that I'm going to be using. I picked these up at Michael's. I like how they sound. I picked these up at Michael's for 60% off or something crazy, even more than that, for Black Friday, I think it was, or Saturday morning, either way. But I thought these were really cool. The only thing I don't like about them is their pins in the back. So I'm going to be removing lots of pins, which is kind of unfortunate. But the cool thing about the pins, if you want to do like an advent calendar that has like a fabric background, it might be kind of neat because you can pin them on and then remove the pins from the advent calendar as you're counting down. So that's just a thought if you're going to use them other than what in your scrapbooking. Here are some word stickers. These are from Tim Holtz. They are a Christmas theme. There's the gold font, the silver font, the gold font, both on white, and then there's the gold and silver font on the black, which I thought was really cool. I got these at Joann's for like 40 or 60% off as well. Here are some puffy stickers from the Snow and Cocoa line. Here are some words from the Ellie Edwards kit from 2015. Here are some leftover pink paisley word phrases. So there's a couple phrases that I'll still use, and they're pretty, and they go with some of the silver that's in the kit. These are the Ellie Edwards stars that came in the kit from last year, which have some awesome sparkle, and they match the tinsel embossing powder I'm going to be using. Here are the labels that came in the Ellie Edwards kit, the red, green, and white labels, which are fun, and these would be good to type on. They are a little bit of a slick surface, so I'm thinking my typewriter will still work on it because they do have a little bit of a tooth or a surface to them, but they are a little slick. So I'm going to have to try my typewriter and see if they work. But I think Ellie Edwards may have used a typewriter last year on this. I can't quite remember. But if you are going to use a pen, you're probably going to have to use something like a Slick Writer or a Sharpie because they do have a bit of a smoothness or a shine to them. Here are some word phrases that came in the December Daily 2015 Ellie Edwards kit. Here are the transparencies that came in the Ellie Edwards kit. There is, let's see if I can get it to where you guys can see it. Nope. Let's see. Here we go. So, see if you can see that. That's little branches with little snowflakes on it. This one is, I'm sure you guys mostly have seen this since they are from last year, but I'll show you anyway, just in case. The most wonderful time of the year acetate. Then we have this one with just words on it. It says that love, Christmas, peace, twinkle, happy, Christmas, merry, all that kind of stuff. And then the last one is this one, which is probably one of my favorites. It just has the different words on it and the stamps. They look like stamps. I love the circle motif on that. I really like that a lot. Here is one of those cellophane bags that came in with some of the embellishments, and I thought I could use this on the layout. Here is some other sheets here. This one is kind of a watercolor paper, or like a pressed paper, which has a raised embossing and trees, and I thought this was really pretty. And then this one has that gold foiling on it, which is really, really beautiful. Here are the papers that came in the Ellie Edwards kit. I think a lot of them will kind of match this color scheme. There are some that aren't quite as matchy, but I think I can make them work. So you can kind of see, I'm not going to go through all of these, but they are really pretty patterns and stuff. So the one side is just the big pattern paper, and then the other side is the cut apart. So you can see that these are all the cut apart sheets here. And then last but not least, there is this big chipboard piece. This is from the Snow and Cocoa set from Crate Paper, and I'm real excited about using this chipboard piece as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you guys had any questions about what I showed you and what I'm going to be using for 2016, leave those in the comment below. And I guess I will talk to you guys again real soon. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.